210. The believers say when misfortune strikes them that it is the will of their divinity or of their tin gods. However, because there is no determining divinity and also no determining tin gods, then neither their ministration nor retribution exists. Because in all things you alone are the determining factor in the carrying out of your own responsibility. 211. However, the unknowing ones and those who wallow in inequity, irresponsibility/unfairness have fallen into belief and are looking for their salvation in divinities and tin gods, and hoping that these will drip grace and development onto their heads because they believe they are rightly led. 212. Certainly, the prophets' signs, marvels of the truth appear to be miracles, outstanding things, but they are a creation of the might of their own inner world consciousness, and therefore it is no ignominy for them to perform signs, marvels. However, those who learn the talent of giving signs from the prophets and use this for their own gain in order to dazzle and to obtain advantages, benefits, and profit from it, they are the ones who are surrendering themselves to ignominy and are burdening themselves with non-right. 213. And it is no ignominy for those who care for the truth and travel to places where the teaching of truth is revealed, and therefore it is no ignominy, but a good work, if good is done beyond the limits of duty, and therefore it is no ignominy if help is bestowed on the teaching of truth in any way so that it can spread amongst you. However, it is not rightful to make commerce for profit out of the teaching of truth, and it is also not rightful to proselytize and persuade for the teaching of truth and to impose it onto the unknowing ones and to attack them in their thoughts and feelings. People shall only come to the real truth through their own will, in the need of their demand and in complete freedom of thinking as an honest striving for the real truth and sense of life. 214. Those wallowing in inequity, irresponsibility/unfairness, and the unknowing ones amongst you conceal, dissemble what the prophets bring in the teaching of truth, in signs, marvels/evidence, and in the guideline signposting/leading thought, when they teach it to you through word and writing, and you curse the prophets, and in hatred also the people of your kind human beings, all around. Yet the prophets forgive you, but the people you have cursed amongst the people of your kind human beings do not forgive you and curse you also. 215. You, however, if you are sorry and you improve yourself and profess yourself open to the truth, you will be representatives of the prophets, so that you shall pass on the recognized truth to all those who ask about it. However, you shall not proclaim your wisdom unannounced and not attack other people with it, such as the believers do who have become slave to divinities and tin gods. 216. And if you regret your unknowing and your inequity and unfairness, and improve yourselves and profess yourselves open to the teaching of truth, then you must forgive yourselves, because you alone are the forgiving ones for yourselves when you have found the path to truth and freedom, to peace, to love and to consonance harmony in yourselves, and have thereby created a living horde in yourselves. 217. Those, however, the unknowing ones and those wallowing in inequity, irresponsibility/unfairness, and who live a miserable existence as such, they curse themselves all in all, because their present existence becomes a joylessness and, sooner or later, a torment. 218. But those who are distressed by joylessness and torment shall not remain so, because they shall moderate their own punishment that they have imposed on themselves and come to recognition if they turn to the truth of creation and its laws and recommendations and fulfill them. 219. And there is no God, no one God, and there is no tin God, no one tin God, who is favorable and benevolent, because God and tin God are inventions and lies and delusions of the brain of people of your kind, the human brain, and are of no use in any good way whatsoever, except in evil for enslaving the people of your kind human beings, through the mendacity of the priests serving God and tin gods, through whom their believers are subjugated and exploited. 220. Truly, in the creation of the firmament's universe, and the rounds of Earth's worlds/planets, and in the change from day and night, and in the flying machines which fly through the air and the skies, and in the ships which travel over the seas, lakes and rivers, carrying everything that is useful to you, and in the water rain that falls from the firmament and invigorates earth, and scattered over it the people of your kind, human beings, and all kinds of animals and other creatures, and in the change of the weather and the winds and the clouds which float between the firmament and earth, and the sun in the sky and the stars and the moon in the firmament at night. All of these are real signs of the true creation which stands as an immeasurable secret above all life, above all firmament's universe, and above all Earth's worlds/planets, and they are signs, evidence, for everyone who recognizes the truth and understands it, who turns to it and forms their present existence with it. 221. However, there are others amongst you who have set up a divinity or a tin god or an object of worship for themselves, because they are knowing in the truth of the primal raising creation, and love their god or tin gods or object as if it were living and truthful, and they are sick in their belief and without rationality, because they are unable to distinguish between their delusion and the truth of reality. They are malefactors, irresponsible ones, in the truth, and if they could see themselves as malefactors, lawbreakers, and understand it, then they would realize the hardship and the misery and the punishment that they themselves are imposing in themselves, and which never comes from the primal raising creation, or from outside. 222. If those who lead you in a delusional belief in a god or tin gods then cut themselves off from you, then you are helpless as motherless lambs, because all your bonds have been cut to your leaders who keep you in the servitude bondage of belief. 223. And you who follow your false leaders of an untrue truth, in belief in a god or tin gods, you are afraid of turning back to the truth, because you believe that you would deny your own god or tin gods as you are denying the real truth. However, if you turn around and orientate yourselves towards the truth, then you will recognize the truth of origination, creation, and its works. Therefore you would free yourselves from your anguish and from the fire of self-punishment. 224. Eat of everything that serves you as food on earth, fruits, vegetables and meat, of every fruit and every berry, of all herbs and of all animals and creatures of every kind, and of everything that tastes good to you, because nothing is banned, forbidden. Rather, everything is allowed to you that tastes good to you and is not poisonous to you. If, however, someone forbids you from doing this, then they are not doing rightfully. They are your obvious enemy and are contradicting the laws of origination, creation, and the teaching of truth. They only mean to do you harm and disgrace, which contradicts the laws of the primal wellspring creation, and that you speak ill of the truth and of things that you do not know. And all of those amongst you who are knowing in real truth, eat of all good things that are given to you through the laws of formation, creation, and of appearance, nature, on earth. Be thankful for everything that you receive, because the goodness and the benevolence of the creative creation, and of the appearance nature, created by it, are vast and without end.